Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are in the studio, and a big announcement today. We're just a few days away finally from our big grand launch of Speed Phenom Track Attack. We're just a few days away right now from our Willow Springs track day at, well, Willow Springs. This track is so much fun. I love it. I've been going there for so many years now, and it's really, I think, where so much of the brand just kicked off, because we would constantly go to the racetrack nonstop and put down laps and all sorts of cars from various manufacturers, really comparing them too. It was so much fun, so stay tuned for great videos coming out your way from our Willow Springs track day. This is a great opportunity for all of you who love performance cars, love seeing vehicles being driven on the track, to come out. You can join us. Also, if you want to drive your car on the track, there's just a few spots left. So hurry up. Make sure to sign up right now on speedfenom.com. I'll have it floating on the top of the screen right now with a link that you can click and easily pick which run group you would like to be in. Depending on what kind of car you have, I mean, we have a run group for the beginner session, the intermediate session, the advanced session, and finally the supercar run group, the exotic run group. So if you have a Ferrari and you want to run with other cars like McLarens, you can do that. Or if you want to drive alongside other intermediate drivers, choose the intermediate run group with your Ford Mustang, Shelby, or CA Corvette Stingray, and just have a blast. So there's so much opportunity to really get some good track time out there, because like I said, I've rented out the entire track. So we're going to have so much fun. Again, it's this Sunday, June 8th. Make sure to check it out fast before all the tickets are sold. Back to the main content of today's video. With the Corvette ZR1 officially coming out, these cars are being built. We've seen videos of them being tested out. Unfortunately, I've been under so many commitments out here, traveling with work, and also running these multiple businesses we have. We have like 6 Speed Phenom branches now, 6 companies, and it's been so much fun being able to work with many of you guys. We've been wrapping cars a lot lately, and last week alone we had like, I can't even count how many cars we had. So unfortunately, I couldn't make it work to go out to Circuit of the Americas, but there's some great content out there online of the ZR1. So I want to get your thoughts on that. And based off what I have seen, there's been so much talk online about lap times with the new ZR1, and people have been talking about it in their videos over and over again. The reason I'm making this video is because I'm curious. I want to get your guys' feedback. How does this new ZR1 really compare against the Z06? Because if you remember, when I first bought my Corvette Z06, I traveled out to Circuit of the Americas. I actually gave a phone call and talked with the engineers on my road trip to Texas. It was a lot of fun talking to the Corvette team prior to me driving my car on the track. I talked to a lot of the team members, and they gave me tips. It was really cool. So when I went out there, it got to the sub 220 range, like a 219. Yeah, it was a 219 lap that we got. And if we look at the ZR1, I've been seeing posts online on the news, and people talk about how the car is hitting 219s out there. I'm pretty stunned, because I know that this isn't like a lap time test where people are running it to the absolute limit, but I would assume simply off the straightaways alone, that car to drop 4 seconds or more, because think about it. 1,064 horsepower versus 670. That's 98. That's almost double the horsepower, right? Not quite double, but it's insane how much more horsepower it has. It's got like more than 50% more horsepower. So when you look at throwing on almost 400 horsepower on top of the Z06 on each straightaway, you should drop seconds. Absolutely, just instantly. My question to you guys is, since all the lap times we've been seeing with this car, and people, they're driving it, you know, this is the ultimate $250,000 Corvette with 1,000 horsepower. They're driving it pretty hard. And again, they're getting such similar times to a Z06. So I'm curious, the reason I'm talking about like this is because I like to try to connect the dots, right? And if you connect the dots, we know that both these cars are running on the same exact contact patch, Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2Rs. These are the stickiest street tires you can buy for the track, really. If you look at the ZR1 versus Z06, again, both have the same rubber. Both have the same width wheels. Both have the same carbon fiber wheels. Both use carbon ceramic brakes. The ZR1 has more downforce. It does. It has 1,000 plus pounds of downforce towards its top speed. I know that the Z06 has, it's like around 700 pounds of downforce with the Z07 track package. It's a good amount for sure. But the ZR1, from all the engineering breakdowns I've seen, has softer suspension. Both use magnetic ride control. What I'm leading towards is this. Do you think that the Z06 corners faster and is more stable in the corners, given that it weighs substantially less and it has stiffer suspension, versus the ZR1, which has more downforce, but it weighs more and it has softer suspension? This is where it's interesting. So I want to know your thoughts, because when I'm watching these videos, no one's really beating the corner speeds that we were hitting in the Z06. The straightaway speeds, though, are night and day, like 10 to almost 20 miles per hour faster. It's night and day on the straightaways again. I think the car is going to be wicked fast, but I want to make this video to get your thoughts, because I just would have thought right away with pacing and even doing lead follows, because you guys all know this, when you're lead following and following behind cars, that's when you get the slipstream, and you can drop seconds, just seconds of allow time just by following somebody. Did you know that? If you didn't know that, well, look it up online. It's a real thing. It's actually where they got the shake and bake line from, what's the movie? Oh my gosh, Talladega Nights. Because when you get behind somebody, all that airflow is being displaced. You have less hole in your back. You can accelerate faster. And actually, the Slipstream Effect not only helps the car behind you, but it helps you who's in front. That's why in racing, if two guys try not to fight and they're towards the front of the pack, the grid, if they slipstream off each other and hold off the fighting for their position, they can end up getting way further ahead than the rest of the pack, because they're maximizing this draft that they're able to receive by following cars. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you extremely surprised about how fast this new ZR1 looks? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Stay tuned for my first drive. It's slowing down here finally. It's not slowing down, just I'm able to step away for a little bit with the track day coming up and more. Stay tuned for my first drive test in the new Corvette ZR1. We do it right around here, and we're going to give you the real deal. We're not going to give you guys tailored content to only saying, let's say, the net positives. We say everything here. You know, if the car is 100% amazing in every single way, we're going to tell you that. If it's 95% amazing and it's got maybe one or two issues here and there, we're going to say it, because we like to keep it just pure journalism around here when it comes to testing out cars. So stay tuned for our real-world test with the ZR1. Finally, don't forget again, guys, sign up for the track day. You'll find info in the description down below or floating on the screen right now. Thanks for watching again. Hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a new video coming out. I'll see you in the next episode.